think that looks good. Hopefully this is better. Let's see, desktop audio, there it is. Right, okay, hold on. There is... Okay. Hi everyone. Hope you guys were able to hear that very well. If for some reason, please let me know, chat, if the audio actually went through. We were doing a small bit of shoutcasting for the first fight, and I want to make sure that that actually was able to be heard if there was any audio coming out. You know, just streamer things.
Oh shit, did I have the volume on or off? I didn't know if I had the volume on or off, crap. It's on, I mean, it's on now.
Yeah, it's on now. That's yeah. Oh no, but definitely interesting so far. Cradley, it was good to know that Cradley is doing pretty good. But let's go ahead and finish up this fight. Of course, there goes the Raichu, already pretty low because of the focus asset was set up before.
And now this is half health sus versus a hippo and a monkey.
Pollen pup. Okay. I think, yeah, at this point. Oh, and the frozen, yeah.
Just to slap it on like that. And the crit on top, because, like, why not?
Yeah, Jesus, okay. Well, there we go. That was definitely round one of your guys' fight. Cradley did a very good amount of the work there. Let's go ahead and see how round two looked for you guys.
I thought he was going to lead the exact same thing, and I was correct. So I came in with the new plan.
To immediately set up the sandstorm.
Oh no, set up.
Oh, the fake out drum solo. Oh, what a
I already knew how much high health was started.
Yeah, wow, you took out both of his mons in fucking round one.
And he did not bring his range setter this time. Ice Beam does a lot of damage, but that doesn't really matter. Lowering his special attack, so there's just literally no threats here.
Yeah, wow. Hippo fucking going hard here. The max flutter bee, yeah. At this point, it doesn't even matter what's happening in Rillaboom.
Yeah, I mean, the hippo. It was a quick round two.
Yeah, well, seriously, excellent job in that entire fight, Brad. I am beyond happy to know that you completely swept through this fight, that we both were coming in like a little bit nervous at the very least, because this is one of the more, not to say competent, but like this is definitely one of the people who had a highlight on the spotlight on them for the tournament.
Someone with a good amount of prior Pokemon experience.
Speaking of which, Starlight Lily. This is Phoenix's brother, the person who's notoriously, from what I have from background knowledge, is the person who helped Phoenix get into this. A much more terrifying team from what we've seen thus far. What were your thoughts going into this one, Brad?
My thoughts were more nervous. You know, Cradley can no longer just, hey, I'm gonna redirect all your best stab moves. So, you know, without that threat on him.
I understood that before this fight. When we had been like... Yeah, exactly. With the knowledge that we had been presented thus far, we already knew that the Liepard is usually one of the Pokemon that they want to lead in with, being the fact that it is priority Trick Room setter, and if not, then you needed a way to somehow out priority the Liepard to get rid of it. What was your answer to that again?
Well, the answer to that is the answer to most of life's problems, and that is Monkey.
Ah, yes, Monkey. Monkey will go berry. Let's go ahead and watch the replay for your guys' first match.
Truly cannot go wrong with Monkey.
Oh, he didn't lead the Liepard this time.
It's because he has a different Trick Room setter.
Okay.
Which I am about to find out.
Yeah, wow, the follow me into the U-turn, the yawn, okay. There's the Trick Room setup.
That's the Trick Room. I was like, oh, Hatterene also has Trick Room.
Okay. There's Cake. Oh, here we go. Steel type move now. High horsepower.
Oh yeah, big Big
Max Steel Spike. There we fucking go. Look at that.
He was absolutely gone.
Mm. And that cake's supposed to be the Pokemon that helps set up stuff. So here comes his other damaging Pokemon, Tyranitar. Helping Hand, of course. There's the Yawn. Sweet Veil protects it. Super effective critical.
Sweet Veil
Ooh.
protects it. He sets up the sun. That I think that crit mattered, but I did not calc it.
Yeah. There's the high
Fake
horsepower.
out the Alcremie so it can't keep doing things.
Mm-hmm. The Max Flare. Oh, that looks a little scary.
Oh, yeah, it was scary.
There's the
Also, I
Draco.
can no longer switch Hip out and get the strike out again, so...
Yeah.
I can't remember if I... Yep, Dracozolt was not fast enough.
Mm-mm. There's the lowered special
That
defense.
was a choice scarf, by the way.
Yeesh.
That was a choice scarf Dracozolt. Got outsped by Cookie Dough over there.
Yeah, wow. There's the Crunch, the Alga
Sped
Berry.
on the Crunch as well.
Okay, okay. At this point, they still have 2 Mons to your 1. Even if they're both Pokemon that are primarily designed for setup, it's still 2.
I
Yep,
got
there it is.
minus special defense. Yeah.
Alright, well, that
I
was...
really won the first round.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's see how you turn
I
around.
definitely misplayed a little.
So with the assumption that now
Hey,
that they
who
would
knows? I
be
might
leading in DD, let's go ahead and see what Starlight Lily does differently this time. Okay, Hatterene. Okay, still leading Entity. We know that this is probably Follow Me Trick Room.
It in fact probably is. But the
Oh.
big hippo.
The fake out right there. Flinch on this, the Max Quake.
Doesn't do a lot of damage, but it gets our special defense up, and we like that.
Yeah. The double confusion, okay.
This is where things get RNG heavy.
Yeah, I think you must have been sweating a little bit here, right?
I always sweat a little bit with this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
See, confused. Yeah, that's right. I got hit by both.
Oh my god. Oh my god. The double confusion into this. The Max Guard to protect themselves.
He Max Guard. He played
Yep.
really well.
That was
He
a
went
very
for,
smart.
A pretty greedy play.
Yeah. No, but seriously,
And then-
Max
yeah,
Guardian,
and
the
then
Pokemon
Hippo
right
gets
here,
hit. I got scared.
for the fucking Decorate is nutty on a fucking
Now
Hatterene.
everyone's back to normal.
Mm-hmm.
Grassy Glide has priority, which is pretty nice.
The confusion, the double confusion ending. Okay, so there's the decorated Hatterene gone.
Double confusion ends. Yeah. Luckily,
Okay.
the trick room wasn't up because they
Mhm.
immediately. So there's no trick room, and I got.
Let me guess. Are you switching?
A little
Are you
bit
switching
of
out Hippowdon right here? Yes. No. Am I right?
Oh no, he's fine out there. Excadrill can sweep from here.
Oh yeah, because at this point it's the fucking double
He's our
steal.
lad.
There's the Iron Head, the Expanding Force. Wow, that critical on Hippowdon. And the miss high
I
horsepower.
missed the high horsepower as well. The RNG in this fight was crazy against me.
Yeah,
Like, how
wow.
many times I got confused? That's 95% accurate.
Then here comes Tyranitar. We know the incoming fire type move
And
that's
he gets
scary.
my speed boost back.
The Crunch. Okay, so no more Sandstorm setup.
Didn't go for my Excadrill, which was really surprising. But now
Yeah.
I got Dracozolt.
Yeah. And at that point,
These are
alright.
my 2 Sandrush Pokemon. They're fast as fuck.
That was really good. That was a fucking excellent job right there, Brad. And so, with it being
I was-
one-on-one,
I mean, I wasn't even lucky. You know what? I'll call that skill because the luck was trying to fuck me that round.
yeah, with the fact that confusion definitely doesn't play well to the player, you know for a fact that at that point you have to know how to make your calls with confusion in mind. That's usually what makes some of the better Pokemon players like knowing that you could always roll badly is usually the best thing to keep in mind when you're playing in any Pokemon tournament, let alone any game.
Honestly, with confusion, you just have to ignore confusion.
Mhm.
You can't overthink it.
Yeah. So then here we understand that at this point, we've seen his startup, we've seen your startup. Let's see if anything changes for the starting Pokemon. All right.
I believe he does a really good play
Hatterene,
there.
Alcremie. Okay.
Yeah, that's right. He starts like this. I
Immediately
believe he
decorate
switches out
Max
something
Guard.
to turn 1.
No. Okay. Wow. Okay.
Nope, he switches to Indeedee to stop this fake out from happening.
There it is.
Yep, the fake out. Well, although I was targeting Indeedee, so it doesn't do much.
Mhm.
And now the trick room comes up.
Okay, okay.
Unfortunately for him, my Hippo is still really slow.
Yeah, so it comes in before
Slower
Croissant.
than Little Indeed there.
There's the Grassy
And
Glide,
getting like a
expanding
lot
form.
of special defense boosts.
Do you think it would have been better for him to
really
have
back
just
to max.
decorated Hatterene max guard first turn?
Probably not. Oh, there was an interesting thing that I like seeing.
The heal pulse max guard.
Magic Bounce actually bounces off heal pulse.
That's so hilarious, and that's so bad in this situation. That's probably like one of the biggest lessons that he had to learn right there. Just wow, I hurt myself using that turn.
Maybe I don't. Nice. I don't know if they meant to do it or not. They might have just been trying to heal Indeeding.
Here goes the max guard, the fire punch on Exaggeril. Exaggeril down is a huge detriment for the team. So at this point, you're literally, these are your last two mons. Okay. Your last two mons versus his last two mons. The crunch on Dracozo, okay. And there's the cake. The Bolt Beak, the Grassy Glide.
I didn't like having his cape on my screen.
Yeah, I'd imagine. And that fucking special defense boost is what caused Rillaboom to stay in there. Which, apparently, even if Rillaboom was taken out...
Shit was physical.
Yeah.
Rillaboom's just fucking tanky.
Yeah, that's
He's my fucking boss boy.
Wow.
The two Pokemon you see on your screen right now carried me. Like, throughout this whole tournament.
That's fucking great.
Rillaboom and Dracozolt.
Hell yeah.
They're my lads.
And so it was through that we take a break from the winners bracket and take on over to the losers bracket. Where here, this is my match versus Phoenix. This is something that me and him have been talking about for a while because we both realized pretty early on to the tournament that we're both rocking rain teams. So it was at this point I needed to actually learn how to counter my own typing. I can say this very much. Going into this, I knew for a fact that probably one of the dumbest things to do would be to bring Pelipper, despite being the rain setter. The issue is that if we're both rain teams, that means that at this point, the rain is benefiting both of us. So if neither of us takes a rain team, then it really is just a matter of whose Pokemon are inherently better without the rain. But yeah, let's just go ahead. I let in Swampert Toxapex because I wanted my bulky physical setters, as well as the fact that Swampert's good for fighting this. Predicted the Raichu incoming, so this is where I Baneful Bunkered and Max Quake the Raichu. You can't flinch the Swampert once Mega'd. And that was Raichu brought to an extremely slow halt.
Right. There's the lightning rod. I don't know if, like, he meant to have that happen. He may have, he may not have.
Yeah, he may not have, because at that point the Max Light...
I definitely made that mistake before, where I had, like, Urshifu on the field, and I was like, take these fucking Rapid Strikes, but I also had Cradily literally sitting next to me.
I think it's also one of those things where you have to remember that, like, this, for most of his strategy throughout this entire tournament, he's been doing Water Absorb tactics to just assume that, like... Oh yeah, by the way, this is the fun part of the game, where when Toxapex comes in, it's a fun little thing called Toxic Stalling. And when Toxapex's special def...
Okay, yeah, nice.
Yeah. Toxapex...
Using Brick Break to just destroy the Aurora Veil. Pretty nice.
Toxapex at this point has both of them put down. Swampert is sleeping, Toxapex is paralyzed, but Toxapex handles everything at this point because of that special defense boost. For those who don't know, Toxapex's physical defense is actually the higher of the two, so if you have a way to boost its special defense, it pretty much becomes hard to bring down. At this point, I was like, it's probably just better for me to play out the Swampert and to get a safe switch in. Because Swampert had done his job.
Yeah. I mean, they're just getting, mucked up by poison.
There comes the Toxic, here comes the little bit of damage from the Yep. And at this point, it's Toxapex in a dream.
Yeah,
Oh, and of course, Kingdra.
And a Kingdra.
Yep, there's the Flash Cannon onto it. It wasn't that helpful. And at this point, I think it was rather like we're both speed-tied. So it just sees like which Kingdra was the faster of the two. Helping Hand, and there's the Dragon Pulse. So, watch how Toxapex 1v3s.
Yeah, there goes the Vaporeon. Spin on the field too long. Yeah, easy enough. Toxic just takes out after you. Oh, actually, the water absorb saves him here.
So anyway, Toxic Stall shenanigans. Look at that. That's a super effective move that just... Hi, I've recovered. I'm at full HP again. Paralyzed.
Yeah, he just can't do, like, 50 damage a turn. Just Yeah, his strongest moves just Thunderbolt and Dragon Pulse. It's not enough to do 50%, so
yeah.
he always wins it.
At this point, it's just recover, heal, and the Toxic wins out this fight.
Yep, no more water absorb.
So water absorb shenanigans don't really work when you're up against the following rain team. That was probably one of the more fun parts. We both knew way ahead that it was a GG, but we needed to see the fight play out for the sake of content and such. But here was our second fight. I believe what he does differently here is with his leading Pokemon, realizing that the Raichu shenanigans probably don't work anymore. Yep, there it is. Mungus. Swampert Dynamax.
I'd be betting he starts off with like a Spore. So
Resonance, and here comes these. Yes, Spore on Swampert. At this point, Toxapex is actually faster than Amoonguss, so I pretty much got what I needed to get out of this. The special defense boost is already showing its work here. I foolishly attempted to Toxic. Like, my thought process was I was going to Toxic because I thought he was going to switch out the, that. And look at that, Swampert breaks out of the fucking sleep.
Like, first turn, too.
Yeah.
I also, literally what's crazy there is he also just tried to Spore you in electric terrain. It doesn't work. I'm sure he just learned that day.
Oh, yeah. Thunderbolt, look at that fucking Toxapex still making it through. We do some Baneful Bunker shenanigans up in this. Vaporeon coming out to try to help itself out, but here comes the Swampert with another Brick Break. Helping Hand shenanigans, here comes the Dragon Pulse, and look at that! Even with a helping hand, it still wasn't enough to actually break through Toxapex, who just starts healing the rest of the way here.
Yeah, you honestly just like countered a lot of his main strategies. Like, the Toxic counters the water absorb shenanigans. Aurora Veil gets knocked out by Swampert Brick Breaking.
Yeah. It just, at the end of the day, my team was designed to fight his team much better. It was very fun. I think he explained to me that the shenanigan itself, he very much came into this wanting to see how far dual water absorb would get him. And it definitely got him far, but when you're up against another team that actually has multiple avenues of multiple versatilities, outside of actually carrying a poison type move, then that's pretty much where this goes. Also, Ashley here. This was, so we've done the semifinals, we've done the semifinals, and right now we're climbing up the losers bracket to watch. As I believe this is my 3 matches, then we have the semifinals of the losers bracket, followed by the finals of the tournament overall. And so here we go. Going into this, I took a look at what Hayes' team was bringing up, and my immediate thought process was, I know for a fact that Rillaboom Clefairy combination is pretty annoying. I never was gonna I'm never gonna see Colossal in this fight at all. Who's gonna win Colossal? I came into this thinking that Ferrothorn was probably gonna be my answer to Lotus, which I believe it was. Let me see. Yeah, Pelipper Ferrothorn. So here we go. The rain is set up, the graphics use Surge. The fake out on Pelipper, which is fine. He predicted my Hurricane.
Honestly? Oh, yeah, predicted the Hurricane.
Yep.
Fortunately, didn't predict hard enough, as he... no Grassy Glide, surprisingly. I mean, that would have just taken out Pelipper and the Source of Rain for good.
I think it was one of those things where he needed to, get rid of the Ferrothorn because he already knew the setup that was coming. Moonblast on protecting Pelipper.
but like at the same time, the worst way to do that was to attack you with Rillaboom instead of Clefairy.
Yeah.
Like unless Clefairy's only attacking move is Moonblast, then.
From here, there was the Moonblast. My Iron defense setup's going pretty far here. And there's Kingdra. Nice little flash cannon to help weaken the Clefairy that's already providing Ferrothorn with all that protection.
Super effective Moonblast, but I mean his Ferrothorn's already too big.
Yeah. The issue here is that I knew for a fact if I left Ferrothorn out, he would fall asleep, but I would also lose. But I wouldn't be losing the defense boost that I worked so hard to give him. So I kept Ferrothorn in, knowing that they were going to fall asleep. At this point, you know, it's Grimmsnarl Clefairy. They physically can't do much to Ferrothorn. And yeah.
Grimmsnarl here can't do anything. Probably fake out Swampert is best here? Oh, okay. Or go for just the max drum solo.
There's the trick. Item switch. The drum solo. Takes out Swampert, but let's watch this.
Gives you the lagging tail to make you slow.
I think this is actually the one I lost first. It was either I lost this one or I lost the second one.
I don't see you losing this.
Oh, there's the wake up.
Because I don't see how you can.
Body press critical on Rillaboom.
There's no way Grimmsnarl takes you out unless he's just not flamethrowing you for some reason.
Oh yeah, Spirit Break.
Yeah, I don't think that you lost that.
At this point, body press the Grimmsnarl to death. So yeah, that was round one. We definitely had 3 fights in this, and I believe the main strategy is, funny enough, it was actually the one that I thought would never happen to see. Knowing that he's going up against a rain team, I'm pretty sure this is when he started bringing out Colossal. Yeah, so we started doing protect strats. There was the double protect. There was the yawn on Ferrothorn, and there's the Leech Seed, which I should have called again. So this time, rather than because I knew that I hadn't had so much set up on them, I was like, you know what, I don't mind getting rid of this, but here comes the incoming Ice Beam on Kingdra that immediately freezes them. God, I fucking hated this so much. Moonblast a Frozen Kingdra, and I was like, I'm not getting a safe switch in on this. So, let Kingdra take the L, because Frozen is one of the most dumb fucking status conditions.
It is a little bit crazy.
And here comes Swampert.
No, big Swampert.
Yeah. Max Knuckle.
Gotta get rid of the Gastrodon so that you can start, like, actually water moving.
Yeah.
Does not yawn the Swampert here, interestingly enough.
Right? I think it's because they knew that, like, a lot of the answers...
trying to stop the Iron Defense.
Yeah, and there we go. I called the protect on Gastrodon. Like, he's just, like, you at least have to switch out Clefairy. Yeah. There's the yawn on Swampert. So at this point, Swampert's going to fall asleep, and I'm trying to get Ferrothorn to get up.
Yeah.
There's the Follow Me. Flip turn.
That's fine. You flip turn away. Oh god, Ice Speed is big.
And there it is. Colossal. The Dynamax Colossal. I had forgotten about the Storm Drain ability.
Storm Drain.
Yep.
Four-Gore Storm Drain happens to the best of us. And hits Pelipper instead of Ferrothorn, interestingly enough.
There's the Gastrodon. But the issue is that I should have, like, fucking just, like... I should have just taken the Fighting type move against Colossal at that moment.
We Earthquake for, like, half of Colossal's health, which activates the weakness policy, unfortunately.
Yep.
He's pretty free to just max guard right now and let you fall asleep. Because I don't think he should take another
Protect.
Earthquake.
Oh?
Yeah, no, he doesn't take another Earthquake.
Yeah. The issue is that Swampert's asleep.
As well.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, right, he's still hit. Yeah, that was it. That was it. He had a Rillaboom in the back.
Yeah.
I was
So...
gonna say, like, Gastrodon doesn't win these.
Yeah. Tensions were pretty high on me at that point. I came into this and I was like, fuck, okay. I need to actually know how to play this right. And I need to remember how to call out those protects. And I wonder... Every single time you see me Leech Seed into Clefairy's Protect, I'm trying to remember if I actually learned my lesson in this fight. There's the Protect. There's the Hurricane. The Leech Seed into the Gastrodon, which actually missed. Gastrodon's confusion immediately ends. So at this point, I'm trying to get rid of anything that can help me give the upper edge. I was hoping this time Kingdra wasn't going to get frozen. You know, that kind of was the thing that like cucked me last time. Switching out Ferrothorn, we're not taking Sleepy Strats in this fight at all. Flash Cannon on Clefairy.
We're not taking Clefairy strikes in this fight at all.
Yeah. Predicting the incoming damaging. Oh, there he goes. The Protect on Clefairy. The Pelipper gets a clean switch in. Gastrodon now gets Leech Seeded. So I am fairly confident that Ferrothorn is going to live through a lot of what's coming.
Yeah, there's no more Clefairy here.
Mm-hmm.
We now have Kingdra in the back just to, like, you know, handle that.
Oh, yeah. And there's also still Swampert, who here comes the Dynamax. I believe this is a fire move on Ferrothorn? No, it's... Oh, yep, Vogelith.
We also haven't used our max yet, so I
yeah.
We can just get up and max Quake if we really want to.
Which I think I do. Yep, here comes the Max Quake. I think it's Max Knuckle. Oh, no, never mind. That's right. I did this so that I can boost Ferrothorn's special defense.
We were also trying to get the kill because we didn't want it to die.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we didn't want it to live and do that.
Yeah.
But it did that.
It did it anyway.
But it's okay because we have Kingdra in the back now instead of dead from being in ice.
Yep. Kingdra's right here. We bring in the Flash Cannon on this. Gastrodon goes for the Yawn, but that's fine because, you know, at this point we still have a Pokemon we can pivot in and out of. Kingdra at this point is pretty scarcely unavailable, so I think I just left it there to take the hit because it would allow me to set up the rain for free.
I mean, it honestly, it didn't matter. We were raining out Pelipper anyway with the Grassy Butt.
And then Pelipper's faster.
Even just went for Ice Beam.
Yeah. But no, here comes the Hurricane, and that was how I managed to win out my fight. So... yeah, I was definitely nervous. I was like, my heart was beating out of my chest. I was worried that I was like, finally, like, I climbed up so far. But then came the semifinals of the losers match. I am sorry to say, everyone, I am still extremely salty. I need to learn how to play better. And this is an example of what it is with someone, Icarus, flying too close to the sun only to get burned.
It was a team building issue. I promise you.
Yeah, if I had actually given Barrascuda a poison jab, that probably could have changed anything. I think I relied too much on Kingdra's Flash Cannon, knowing that like it doesn't do that much.
Yeah, as a fairy counter, it Kingdra's not the best.
Yeah,
it was more of a coverage.
Here we go.
Honestly, the two big team building issues that were here was, as you'll see in the fight, Barrascuda's moveset and Swampert lacking a protect move.
Yeah, Swampert lacking a protect. And realistically, I think one of the other things is that had I actually had a Pokemon that had any priority moves, I probably could have dealt with the Liepard better. But no, here comes the Liepard Hatrini setup, if I'm correct. Yep, there it is. Liepard sets up Trick Room, Hatrini Dynamaxes as well. There's the Max Guard. At this point, I'm like, nah, I'm not dealing with you anymore. Here comes my rain. Please, for love of God, give me this leg up. Swampert lives the max overgrowth because of the Assault Vest.
He does. Yeah, Assault Vest, tanky. Oh, it was Assault Vest Swampert, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that was why you couldn't really run Protect. Well, I mean, yeah, I would rather have, like, Protected, maybe Life Orb or something.
Yeah.
For the extra damage.
The Max Guard protects it from the Scald that was incoming. Trick Room is still going up. Here's the Giga Drain that completely ends it.
Protect on that.
There's the burn. So at this point I was like, please just die to burn, for the love of God.
Die to burn.
Helping Hand.
Yeah, we protected both here.
Double protect because I wanted to stall out the
just
trick
stalled
room.
us out of, like, yeah, we just stalled out a trick room. That's right. And now we're just faster.
Yeah. So at this point, I'm like thinking, okay, you know what? I actually am doing okay. I'm not doing that bad up against this. And then Tyranitar comes in. There's the Decorate Tyranitar.
Decorated Tyranitar. Oh, the Kingdra coming in on that rock slide wasn't as good. We maybe should have, like, just let Pelipper go out.
Yeah. I think the thing that was going through my mind...
wanted to keep the rain, but...
Yeah, the thing that was going through my mind was I needed some way to stop Tyranitar, because if that was his last two Pokemon, I knew for a fact if I bring Pelipper out, I would have the rain set up here. But at this point, Pelipper is my only Pokemon now because of that mistake. Bring it out. But, yep. There's Dazzling Gleam.
But, yeah, we're at a damage disadvantage. Like, Hurricane doesn't kill. Or, well, Scald is more powerful, I think, but...
Yeah.
Yeah. We got the damage disadvantage.
And at that point, I started experiencing what many people know as the tilt. And, yeah, just watch this.
He copes he's molded too close to the sun.
Exactly. I literally had a repeat of what had happened last time. Scald, Max Geyser. This is literally just a repeat of turn 1. There's the Alcremie, which I think I changed my strategy a little bit for this. Oh yeah, there was that fucking... special defense boost. I think that's what I was going for, because at this point, I had realized, like, the only thing I have going for me is to make Toxapex that much tankier. There's Kingdra. Knowing that Kingdra's going to go last, I switched into Pelipper, predicting the incoming Fairy type. And it was a critical hit on the Pelipper. Fuck, that's right.
Ah, right, yeah, a little unfortunate RNG. Although I'm not sure that it mattered. That Decorate might have just murdered anyway.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, that thing's drunk. Katarine's got some power.
Some power in this.
Just a little bit.
Maple
Yeah,
Bunker.
that makes sense. Unfortunately, this 1v3 is not going in Toxapex's favor.
Yeah, this isn't our 1v3 from last time.
This is not our 1v3. The Thunder Punch hurts.
Yep.
And
with all that Decorates on Hatrini, it was just there. But yeah, and so you all might have noticed that due to the fact that Starlight Lily actually beat me in the semifinals, this means that they actually get their chance for revenge, because the finals was Bread versus Starlight Lily. At this point, Bread, you had already... Yes, this was the championship match. At this point, Bread, you had an idea of what was coming, but so did they. You both have had a full-on 3-round fight against each other. What was going through your mind now?
I'm gonna win still. Monkey never loses.
Monkey loses.
Also, I don't want to do singles. Please, God, I don't want to do singles. Please.
Oh yeah.
I must win.
Let's go. Let's go.
I don't want to do singles. I will win.
The Rillaboom Hippowdon lead in. Let's get some stance. Yeah, and he actually changed it entirely. He did fucking Grim. I have not seen this fight, by the way. This is my first time. So Grimmsnarl, Tyranitar lead for the Fire Punch to get rid of the monkey.
Yep. High Horsepower does a lot of damage. I stop him from setting up a screen turn 1.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say I Grassy Glide?
Yep.
Yeah, Grassy Glide to get rid of Tyranitar, and then he sets up a screen.
Yep. Wow,
I
okay.
High Horsepower again. I believe at this turn I'm trying to U-turn out with Rillaboom.
Mm-hmm. There's the Hatrini, and with the Reflect setup, this actually helps Hatrini out a lot. There's the Magic Bounce from the Yawn.
Bounce. I make that mistake twice in this fight. I yawn the Magic Bounce.
Mm-hmm. Trick Room. Hippowdon's already so slow, but let's see if this helps out. Rillaboom switches in. Paralyzed Rillaboom can at least take a hit right now, hopefully.
Yep, I G-Max the Excadrill. He goes for Smite instead of Giga Drain, which, you know, probably for the confusion.
Yeah. The double confusion at this point is probably more worth it.
Confused Rillaboom. I hit myself, which sucks. I can't remember if I hit both. I get paralyzed.
Yeah, wow.
Excadrill low. I pray
Oh
I
my
don't die
god.
of confusion.
Yeah,
But no.
there it is. The confusion proc
Okay.
finally doesn't go through.
We got something at least.
There's the max guard, which you horrendously break into. Exagero finally gets taken out, which is your main counter to a lot of these guys. And here comes a Hippowdon.
Unfortunate.
Giga Drain
I
Hippowdon.
now know that he's holding the light clay. Yep, you turn the fuck out of here. And now my sweeper's out while the trick room is
Still
has a
up.
turn left, which kind of sucks, but
Yeah. At this point, it's down. He has 2 Pokemon to your 2 Pokemon. There's Bolt Beak.
my
And all
Bolt Beak is powerful though.
But now that's such as sprinkles. Those squishy little sprinkles.
Sprinkles the cat and my hippo. Oh, and a monkey.
And a monkey.
And then
Fair, there's the fake out, yep. No paralyzed on the fake out.
We
That
love monkeys.
had you not, had you actually been
paralyzed on the fake out.
if the paralyze had actually worked, then that probably would have been it, because that fucking creature had a move for your Pokemon.
That fucking creature.
Yeah, right.
It's possible. He would have had to, like, I think, target Hippowdon.
Yeah, most definitely.
And Hippowdon would have to have died, and then he would have to be able to kill Rillaboom without getting marked by Grassy Glide.
Yeah, at that point it was literally like if Paralyze had gone off, which, you know, RNG accounted for, that's kind of a thing to watch out for.
My heart would have been beating a lot faster, but I think I would have been okay.
Yeah. So at this point, this is game 2. You have more confidence going into this, knowing that you can take an L. I'd imagine, right?
I can't take an L. I don't take L's.
Well, let's see. Okay, the Tyranitar Alcremie set at this time.
I think I decided this time just to bring Rillaboom in the back, because I was like, you know what? He's gonna lead fucking Tyranitar, I bet. And I was correct.
Yeah. So there's the Max Knuckle that fucking
This one's
decimates.
the 4 times effective Max Knuckle.
Yeah.
4 times not like being punched.
Yeah, wow, that is entirely... that is one of your best first turns I've seen. The Grassy
He protects
Glide.
here.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
Grassy Glide is ridiculous.
Oh my god.
Get some damage in. We're getting attack and defense boosts. We're both bulked here.
You're both correct.
He does still have his G-Max somewhere in the back.
Which at this point, it's going to be G-Max for the Hatrini, I'd imagine. Yeah. Wow. You literally completely swept this team with these 2 Pokemon alone.
Oh yeah. But hey, there's still G-Max, right? I could still get
Wow.
bonk. That was with Reflect Up, by the way.
Yeah. There's the critical hit, so he did take one of your Pokemon out.
My hippo had to go down.
No, the Hippo.
We still love the hippo. We still love him.
Here's Max Guard, which is a shame because he's just wasting Dynamax moves turns that way.
Yeah, it's fine though.
Yeah.
Grassy Glide with priority.
That is so beyond crazy.
That's how I won the championship.
Yeah, and that is how Spectator Tot, aka Bread, became the first champion of the XenoLich Discord server. Where after this, we actually are in the process of setting up the rule sets for the Monotype tournament, and Bread is going to be our primary host for a lot of that. A lot of stuff is going to go through him as he is forbidden from entering in this. That and he also tried his best to win to avoid being a part of the singles.
I don't want to play singles, man.
Yeah, I know.
I like doubles.
Well, we'll go ahead and see how this. We'll go ahead and see how the next Monotype tournament goes. This is going to be to determine our Elite Four, and we'll catch y'all next time. Good night, everyone.